Hello, welcome back to GreedFall. This is Tons, and this is Haeva de Seren, looking mad spiff. We just helped return the remains of Siora's mother. That's her sister. She wants nothing to do with us. Oh, and I forgot to mention this. One of the mods we use allows us to have more party members than the vanilla game. So in a vanilla game, you can have only 2 party members. You notice that we've been rolling around with 3. And one of the drawbacks was that you could not get rid of a party member. Like, you could not configure, and that was actually a flaw in the vanilla design, not with the mod. So you could not compose your team unless you talk to someone who's not in the team. So this meant that we couldn't remove anyone unless we had somebody who was not in the team. And because of this mod, everyone was in the team basically for a while. Well, the mod author has done something incredible.
Karans, do you need something?
They've made it to where you can change the party size in the game. Check this out. So now, whereas before they had an individual file for each desired size you could possibly want. So if you wanted to play the game completely solo, but you didn't want to put the game in extreme, you'd pick the file for 1. If you wanted a file that added 1 extra party member like we did, that's the one you chose. 4, 5, so on and forth until you had the full group. Now it's 1 mod, period. No matter what you want. And it allows you to change your party size at any given time. I really like this feature. This is incredible to me. And we are going to be kicking Siora out temporarily. The reason is that last time we tried to ask the sister about Siora, and because Siora was with us, it did not seem she wanted to say anything. So now we're going to see what she says without Siora being present.
Siora's friends, what brings you here?
Hello, Eseld.
What do you want?
Could you tell me about Siora?
Siora is my twin sister, Renaigze. We're closer than you could ever understand. But we're also different. She's wiser than I am, and yet she chose to be your friend. I would have chosen differently. But do not believe that she is sweet and kind. Never forget who her sister is. Especially if the idea of hurting her ever crosses your mind.
I have no intention of hurting her.
Did you want anything else?
I guess not.
Thanks. Goodbye, Eseld.
Now it's kind of weird how distrustful she is of us. And I'm not saying an argument can't be made for why she is, but come on, guys. Look at this. Not that. Look at this instead. I mean, for God's sakes, right? Like, the natives are supposed to be nice to us. That's how they're feeling, nice. We've done, like, yeah, we haven't been following the main quest really, but we already helped the natives a bit. We went above and beyond, as far as I'm concerned, making sure the mother's corpse was returned. It's like, come on. A little weird, but then again, this is the same person that didn't acknowledge
Do you want to trade?
that we were not dressed like Renagze.
Bird tear to mud. You are Siora's friend. Look, I have beautiful things to exchange.
Let's see if he does. Alright, now I wish we had Siora with us. See if any of these are stronger than what she's packing. There's too many items that you can't upgrade. Oh, which reminds me.
If you want to trade again, you know where to find.
You'll notice this sword on our back. It looks like a more pristine version of the sword we were carrying this entire time. This one right here. But it is significantly stronger, and that's with no upgrades at all. So, damn the expense. We're going to put the same upgrades that we had on here onto here and see what that gives us. And I am really excited about that. Also, another thing, what the sister says to us, I'm not sure why she could not say that in front of Siora. I don't get that. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going back to Samatize. It's nothing serious. But some of you might recall that we asked the, I'm not even sure what her position is. I don't remember. But we asked her about Petrus, and she's all like, you're just going to ask about Petrus while he's right there? Kind of thing.
Karans, do you need something?
Yeah, I want you to rejoin. Actually. So, I'm going to see if she has something different to say when you don't have Petrus with you. I know this is the governor's palace, but I could have sworn she had a different title, and it was not governor. Could be wrong. Oh, that weapon is so beautiful. And we're gonna make it more beautiful like it once was. Make that damage smexy. Just love this outfit. It's perfect.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Lady de Sardet, what can I do for you?
You seem to know Father Petrus well. What can you tell me about him?
He is a brilliant man, a missionary, who always favors cunning and diplomacy over force. He has traveled to many countries to bring the light and gain support. He is also an ambitious man who has long hoped to become a cardinal, but I'm sure he will fervently bring you all the spiritual support you may need.
I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
Yeah, I can't remember what she said before, but it sounds, if I'm not mistaken, it's pretty similar to what she says when he's standing there. It's the grip I don't like of the sword. That's the only thing I don't like about the sword. I wish it was customizable in the crafting menu, because I cannot stand it. It's the only thing I don't like. You would think that's something you'd be able to change. And I mean, I would do that regardless of the stats. I really would. I just want it different. But as I said in a previous video, I kind of wish these stats were not linked to the appearance. I wish those things were not tied together. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it does. But for the sake of convenience, or just making things more pleasant for the player, so to speak, I would have liked to have been able to select my look and select my stats and have them be two separate things, two independent things. So we're gonna go. Hold on, do we have anything to sell? It looks like we do. Oh, scales can be used to craft things. This, though, doesn't seem... though disgusting the heart, taking surely interest. Okay, so this isn't for crafting either. I don't even remember where we got that from. We're not as broke anymore. See, like, sometimes this is confusing. Can it be used to craft things? Or should we just resell it? Like, I don't know what you want me to do, game. Like, but I'm glad we got some cash. And what I'm starting to think maybe we should not have invested in crafting. Because it doesn't seem like we use it at all. And what I mean by that is, yeah, it costs us money to have things smith. But crafting stuff, you know,
Oh, it's a great pleasure
like
to
putting
see
points
you
in a
again at the
crafting
forge. What can I do
is
for
more
you?
costly. It's like points are more valuable than money. So it's almost like I'd rather spend the money. Or maybe they should have actually made crafting cost more. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Good gravy. Good, beautiful gravy. Look at that. Oh my God. The damage is so high. I'm actually considering taking armor on this. And it would make the pummel look different. See, like, I wish you could choose whatever look you wanted. Especially in the case of crafting, because, I mean, look at it. This stuff doesn't appear like it does more damage. This doesn't look like it would affect any stat, to be honest with you. So why not make it to where you pick your stats and you pick your look? I don't know. Oh, I'm tempted though to just make this an armor thing. But now we're going to be true to who we've always been and be one-track minded on this. Good gravy, Old Navy.
Want armor that fits you like a glove?
Oh, good
We'll make
God.
it for you.
People, let's,
Bird,
no.
you will always be welcome here.
I love that guy, but I clicked on him by accident. I really do love that guy. So, I don't know if we should have put anything in the crafting. And I'm pretty sure we did. Pretty sure we put something into crafting. But there is something that I would like to show you. Check this out. This is the weapon we got for fighting through and becoming champions of the arena. It requires 5 agility. Now, when we got this weapon, some of you may recall what I said one of my concerns was. I was concerned that by the time I would have the ability to wield this thing, I wouldn't care. Especially since you can't upgrade it. Mainly because it can't be upgraded. So, I was like, I can see what they're going for. Has a lot of damage. So maybe that's to compensate for the fact that you can't upgrade it. But hey. Hopefully it won't become obsolete. And then what happens? Here we are. This weapon only requires 3 agility to wield. And it does more damage now that it's upgraded. It does more damage. It has more armor damage. And it was much easier to get. I want to say it costs 300. It was around 320 gold for this. Whereas for this weapon here, I mean, if you've seen some of the last videos, you saw what we went through to get this damn thing. Fifth challenge, second round. Does that ring any bells? This was much harder to obtain. And it's weaker. That was poorly done. And it looks cool. But you should have had slots for it. This should have been upgradable to make it worth something. Or if you weren't going to make it upgradable, you make it to where one of the stats, either physical damage or armor damage, is just beyond compare. That kind of thing. Like you give the player a reason to consider using this. And if you're going to do agility 5, dear God, it better be, this weapon better be almost unstoppable, in my opinion. But there will come a time when what we do is get rid of all this stuff. Either through selling it or dismantling it. But that time has not come yet. See, seeing Kurt like this kind of bothers me.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
Like, he needs more. Like, he had armor before. Oh, wait. How do we... Okay. I mean, his armor had meat on it. And we took the meat off of it. Wait, what is our crafting level right now? Well, I know it's not that. They made that clear really quick. I can't remember what his original armor was, but we're gonna do that for him. Yeah, I think we'll go with this. Man, there's a lot you can do with blue. We must have a crafting level of 2. Now this is another weird thing. The companions don't use the stats for this, not really. They don't use Vigor, they don't use, like, as far as I know, they don't. Guess we'll give that to him. Crafting is pretty damn useful. Now he's looking spiff, boy! Yeah, Kurt's looking right. Can we make Haeva look more right? Is the question here. I don't really give a damn about balance, but we're going to try to balance it. Get my drift. We're going to balance it. Split the difference there. I'm kind of worried we probably overdid it with the saving the items so that we could craft later. We might have went a little overboard. We might be way over what we needed to save. It's not what I want. And later on, when we unlock these purples. So this is the purple version of that. Was there something? I would have liked to have seen that, but on both shoulders. So I guess we'll have to go with this. Which doesn't look bad. Yeah, we want the lock picking. It's a must. Good gravy. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. It's kind of weird since we're kicking Kurt out, but...
Green blood, my friend. Do you need something?
But it was kind of bothering me, even though he wasn't with us. It kind of bothered me a little bit. Come on, Petrus. Alright. I'm sorry, usually I do that kind of stuff off screen. Usually. But I didn't think it would take that long. I really didn't. Alright, so what do we need to do? What are we into? Alright, we have this quest. And that's what we do. Alright. We did the side quest before the main quest, generally speaking. Something else I would say. Originally, I was going to... Well, no, I'll save that for the next video. That way I'm saying it at the beginning. But I'm also going to say it here. That I will no longer be posting non-commentary versions of these videos. Posting just one video is so much work. Wait, what just happened? Wait a minute. Okay. So I'm just not gonna do it. There's enough no commentary videos out there. So, you know, I'm just not going to be doing it anymore. It's too much work for me. I've always respected content creators, but I definitely have more respect for what they do. I mean, there's people that post multiple videos each day. I don't know how they're doing it. Like, I don't, man. It is a lot of work posting. There's content creators that are posting multiple videos from multiple different games, you know? Yeah, I'm trying to, come on. They're targeting yet again. Come on now. Look at that damage. That was a regular swing on that mother. That's almost 2,000 damage right there.
Let's see if you can ward off this feint.
The compensator. As you've never seen it before. I don't know which one I like more. The fact we can see our beautiful compensator, or the fact that we have area loot. That's why I was like terribly sad when I thought we would have to choose between them because of the mod conflict. I'm so glad we got to get both. Alright, so we went the wrong way. Should have known. Okay. Now we're going somewhere. I wonder if we missed this the last time. Because we explored this area and I didn't remember this area. Maybe we did come here. That scared the crap out of me.
Please. I come because of a message that was sent to me.
Wait. This is the Onol Menawi of the Lugay the Blau. The one we wanted to talk to.
I always try to hear the dialogue. That's why I stopped dead in my tracks when people are talking. Just in case. Because sometimes cutscenes are automatically triggered.
By the enlightened. Look at this body. These people have killed an Inquisitor, and they probably made us come here so that we too meet the same fate.
I doubt it. They would have attacked us immediately. Let's see what they have to say to us. I came following the instructions you had left the secretary of our embassy, but I wasn't expecting to find you near the corpse of a member of the Ordo Luminis.
And we didn't think that the Anol Menawi we were told about would come with another son.
Stop! This one is different, and we need their help. We were told that there was a woman different from the other Renaigse amongst the Lugaid Blau. Someone who sometimes helped our people. This is why we talked to the man in the large house. But we don't really know who you are.
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the congregation. It means that I'm in charge of the diplomacy with the other nations. And yes, I have helped your people a few times.
A diplomat is someone who talks, right? Not someone who fights.
I know how to fend for myself, if that's your question. But will you tell me why you made me come here?
2 nights ago, we attacked a group of Red Suns who were taking away some of our people. Many of them fled. But we captured this man, and we made him talk. We wanted to know where they took our brothers. And he talked about a secret camp.
Why would the Inquisition take natives to a secret camp?
To confuse their minds. They torture them until they renounce the truth and praise the sun. This Red Sun was mocking us. He said they would burn us, like the others. He had killed some of my brothers, so I killed him.
I don't have a lot of affection for the Ordo Luminis, but I doubt this man deserved such a fate.
I'm pretty sure
And
he
did
did.
our people deserve to be burned?
No, of course not. That's not what I meant.
If what you say is true, then indeed, we cannot let the Inquisitors continue. But because you killed them, we can only take your word for it.
Maybe not. The Red Sun had a key on him, and also some words sealed in bark. We do not know how to set them free, but the Renaigse do, don't they?
The letter ordered this man to join the escort party of a group of captives. This partly confirms what you told me.
Do the words say where the camp is located?
No, but the address of the Inquisitor is written.
What is an address?
This is how we refer to the place we live in. I suppose the key you found is the key to his door.
So you can go to his house and look for more words.
I suppose so.
You must do it, or the suns will keep burning our people.
What's your opinion, Petrus?
This warrior isn't wrong, even though I disapprove of her methods. If we let the Ordo Luminis continue to do this, we will have the same problems with the natives as the Alliance.
Very well. I will go visit this man's home. I will come back to you if I learn anything more.
Hurry. Our brothers may be dying in the meantime. Go back to town. We'll wait for you here.
We need to know where they are taking our brothers.
Yeah, so I disagree with Petrus, saying he doesn't approve of her methods. It's like, I mean, especially after what we saw when we first entered this city. And yeah, Petrus seems more reasonable, as does the Mother Cardinal. But even though she holds all the power, or a considerable amount of power here, she's not outlawing what they did. She's not stopping them. She isn't regulating them. She's allowing it. And they took one of the guardians and just burned it at the stake, man. Killed the guy right in front of the whole thing, because he wouldn't convert. That, like, the whole thing was a very disgusting act. And unless somebody's just trying to really role play a certain kind of character, it would really surprise me that anyone would take the Ordo Luminis' side. Like, any player would play that way. I know it's just a game, but maybe I'm just the boring sort and I can't help but play as myself to a degree. To a degree. But it's also possible that most people can't play too far away from who they are. And some of you don't even realize it. Some of you probably think that, no, the character I...
have no qualms rummaging through the secrets of the living, but the dead, on the other hand, I feel like I'm desecrating a tomb.
You know how much the Ordo Luminous dislikes the Knots. If they catch us here, I'm in big trouble.
If other sons come here, they'll burn me.
Okay. But some of you might think, the characters I tend to play are very different from who I am. You might be surprised. They might not be as different from you as you think. You may be more of your real self when you're playing a game than you are in real life, believe it or not. It's a possibility.
It's a key. Most likely the key to a chest, with the emblem of the Ordo Luminous. Let's keep it. If we discover the location of this chest, there's sure to be some interesting things in it.
How do you guys feel about sleeping in a game? I'm always on the fence. Sometimes I'm like, I wish a game would incorporate eating and sleeping. Other times it might be too realistic, like too much of a hassle. Letter found at the home of Father Claudius. Claudius, I wanted to congratulate you for your work and your unwavering commitment to our conversion camp project. Thanks to you and your devotion, we were able to bring many savages towards the light. You will find some new elements and orders regarding the continuation of our operations in your chest at our headquarters. May the Enlightened protect you. Inquisitor Honorius.
This letter mentions a secret camp. Apparently our man was involved in its creation. It also talks about a chest he would have had. In the quarters of the Order, here in San Mateus. We may find clues there that will allow us to discover the location of the camp. The key we found must open this chest. Let's leave. Let's go and see what it contains.
I'm pretty sure they're here for us. But they're not stopping us, so maybe we can sneak away. Is it working? Are we sneaking away? No.
Hey, you! Who are you? And what are you doing in Father Claudius's home?
Desardet. I'm the legate of the congregation.
My colleague has been away for the last few days. May I know exactly what it is about your status as a diplomat that gives you the right to enter his home in his absence?
To be truthful, my friend is only accompanying me. I am the one who was visiting this home, precisely because I was hoping to find out where Father Claudius might be. I was sent by the Cardinal Mother, of course.
Really? Well, I find that very strange. Why would the Mother Cardinal ask that some strangers who do not belong to our order try to find him?
How would we know? Perhaps you'd like us to go find her together. I'm sure she'll be delighted to see how you've been treating the representative of one of her allies.
That won't be necessary, but know that I am keeping an eye on you.
As you wish. I hope I don't see you again, Father.
This man is a monster, like the other Red Suns. Did you see the way he looked at me? I'm certain that he didn't believe you. He will probably come back.
This snake gave up too quickly. I suspect that we'll soon meet our new friend again.
I suspect that this man's defeatism is, in fact, a maneuver. We'll see him again. You can be certain of that.
We should make use of this moment of respite to go visit the quarters of the Order and find the chest there. Let's hope they aren't infested with members of the Inquisition.
The developers really want to make sure that the player knows that they're going to run into those guys again. Like, they had to make sure that no matter who you had in your party, they were going to tell you that you're going to run into those guys again. I feel like that's overly cautious, Spider. I think it would have been okay for the player to potentially not be told that that those guys were gonna come back someday, or not someday, but you know what I mean. It would have been fine. Now, depending upon who they have with them, that person can tell them. But if they don't have someone there that would suspect that we were gonna see them again, that should have been fine. Wow, that was easier than I thought to find. Letter found in Claudius's chest. Claudius, we hope that we can count on you to accept a new delivery of native heretics in our camp. We would also like you to be in charge of the conversions of the most refractory native subjects. I recommend you to follow the most discreet path possible in order to meet us. The path that goes between the rocks to the east of the city and leads to the secluded glade where we built the camp. As it is imperative that our operations remain secret for now. May the Enlightened protect you. The Ordo Luminis.
Thanks to these documents, we'll be able to show the natives where the conversion camp is. And the times when new prisoner convoys will get there too.
I hope the warriors will find a discreet way to set their comrades free. Attacking a camp of the Order could quickly turn into a slaughter for both sides.
I hope they'll manage to free our brothers and sisters who are prisoners. What these monsters are doing to them is horrible.
I almost don't want to give them the location. What I would rather do is have Haeva and her crew show up and get the prisoners out. Though that would be like a huge problem. A significant diplomatic incident, if you will. Cousin. What's he call her? Bear cousin. The males he calls dear cousin, I think. And the female he calls fair cousin. My fair cousin, what have you done? Now we're at war with the Telemahir for what? I sympathize with the plight of the natives just like you, but cousin, was there no other way? You know what I mean? Like Like, I don't mind having the option to leave the natives to their own devices. Like, you give them the information and then it's like, good luck, handle it by yourself. And I'm not saying that such a decision should mean automatic failure, because it shouldn't. NPCs in games, in my opinion, need to start having more self-agency, like the ability to do things that are not centered around the player. And a good way to do that would be the possibility of succeeding at something, even if the player is not involved. But maybe player intervention could reduce the amount of loss they take, that kind of thing. But without the player, they'd have a chance to fail, but they could also succeed. But the best success they have results in casualties. Oh, wait a minute. Chances are those bastards followed us here. they wanted us to take them straight to the natives or something. And I understand why it's done, but I still get annoyed by magical people. Like, we would have seen these people following us at this juncture. You can't hide here. Like, not like this. I mean, I suppose technically you could, but come on. Come on. We would have spotted them, or Siora would have sensed them. Like, no. But watch. If that turns out to be the case, I could be about to eat the hell out of my words right now. Like, tons.
Did you discover anything?
I did.
Said all that and no one followed you, you know? Well, maybe. But it applies to games in general, not just this one. It happens in other RPGs.
I found some information that should allow you to locate the conversion camp. And I also found a note about a prisoner convoy coming soon.
Why come and tell us all of this if your intention is just to betray us?
Betray you? How so?
You're not the ones this so-called legate betrayed. We are. And that a missionary as eminent as you has helped her, Petrus. I would never have thought it possible.
The Ordo Luminis is prepared to start waging a merciless war against the natives, with the sole purpose of converting them in a secret camp which is nothing but a torture room. And you dare to show such disdain towards me? I take it as a compliment.
What are you talking about? Are you saying Claudius managed to complete his great conversion camp project?
Don't pretend that you did not know.
I did not, but now that I do, I will do everything in my power to continue his work.
Yeah, obviously.
And the first step will be to eliminate those who would denounce us. The Mother Cardinal focuses too much on politics, when she should be following her faith instead.
We will fight these monsters by your side, on Olmenawi.
Now, there is no character that I would play that would have chosen to fight against the natives here. But I still think it would have been an option, because I know some people would have. I don't know. Good gravy, Old Navy. Did you see the damage, though?
Thank you.
You don't have to thank me. These men were our enemy. The monsters torturing my people.
It would be best if nobody in Teleme caught wind of our involvement in this matter. Even though the actions of the Order are very questionable, we might be held responsible for these men's deaths.
You're right, Father. It would be regrettable if this matter were to put our alliance in jeopardy.
Do not worry about it. We won't tell them.
And we will make these bodies disappear. Nobody will ever know what happened to them.
Except for our Mal, of course. Queen Deirdre will be grateful to you for helping us.
I hope this will help our relations in the future.
In any case, do not worry about this camp. She will not let our people be imprisoned. She may even ask for your help in destroying it.
Perhaps. In the meantime, please give her my regards.
Bertir Tumad on Olmenawi. And thanks again.
The natives are friendly towards us. The natives are friendly. You know what's weird, though? Check out Siora. Siora's just nice on Haeva. Now that bothers me. The reason it bothers me is because we've been helping natives like non-stop since we met her. And she's only nice towards us still. I appreciate this game. I appreciate the mechanics. This game is a great start. If there's going to be a GreedFall 2, I'm all on board with it. I really would be all over that game, to be honest with you. But developers, we gotta start thinking more outside the box or thinking further. What I mean is, in these games, it's like you pick a single mechanic, and that's just it. That's the only mechanic for handling whatever it is. So relationship levels, you handle it exactly the same for every faction, for every person. So it seems like the only way to improve your relationship level with an individual is to handle quests that they give you. Shouldn't be like that. For Siora, she could have had a completely different mechanic, where her relationship level is completely tied to how much you help the natives, or is at the very least partially tied to that. Or both of these require we talk to Constatin, so we'll go and knock these out right away. But you could have even had both, right? Like, you could have made it to where, I know one of these is our house, okay, to where there's more than one way to accomplish that goal. So with Siora, you can do personal quests for her, but you could also help the natives. It just seems a little ridiculous that despite everything you've done for the natives, she doesn't seem to budge based on that. I want to see if there's a better weapon to give her that she can actually use. I mean, it is just not much better. All right, let me stop though. Let me stop. Sorry about that. I will handle shopping off screen. I will. We ate up a lot of time this episode, this part, doing some inventory based things. But I almost changed Kurt to a red uniform for officers, because seeing this made him look less unique, and I wanted him to look a little more unique. But I don't know, I don't mind. But I like the relationship levels. I just think more could have been done with them in terms of how you increase them, having it feel different, and not necessarily different for each potential companion, though that would be amazing, but at least have it be to where maybe there's 2 or 3 different styles in terms of how to increase the reputation or relationship level. What's going on with this guy? He's kind of off.
Cousin! You have returned to me. Your absence was sorely felt.
You don't appear to be in top form. Are house intrigues keeping you from finding proper sleep?
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only knew how bored I grow behind these walls.
I would like, if you would allow me the honor, to introduce Bishop Petrus, emissary of Ptolemy.
Your Highness, may the light warm you in its holy embrace.
Enchanted to meet you, my father.
I've come here to present respects from Ptolemy and best wishes from the Mother Cardinal.
She has my most sincere thanks. But before speaking further, I would like to discuss matters with my cousin, if you would be so kind.
Well, are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Constatin is going to end up having Malachor, probably. Like...
I have been to the neighboring cities, as you asked of me.
Tell me then, was your journey adventurous?
Well, I was able to gain audience with the governors, give them your regards, and glean some information. The Bridge Alliance believes that a remedy could possibly be found by studying the local flora. They are quite motivated, but their research expedition has gone missing, and there is no sign of life. And since they themselves are under constant attack, they cannot spare a rescue party to investigate. The Mother Cardinal, in her opinion, believes the Malachor to be the result of a curse.
A curse cast by a demon. An evil creature worshipped by a cult of island natives. If you would allow me to second the request of our Mother Cardinal, we are in dire need of your help. Our Inquisitors are hardly diplomats But I should let you finish, my daughter.
They have started their investigations in a village where strange events have been taking place, but they are unable to get to the bottom of it. The population keeps its secrets, and Taleme hopes that we might help them learn more about the cult.
This is all extremely interesting. You have lived up to my expectations, as always. That said, we find ourselves between the rock and the hard place. The bridge is already in open conflict with the island natives. Taleme and their inquisitors... We're going to have to tread on eggshells, but let's follow all the clues to their mysteries. We need to help them continue their investigations. Perhaps one will lead us to something useful.
I don't have a lot of men, as well you know, and since I only trust you among them, take Kurt and any others that seem useful. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
If you would allow me, Your Highness, I would be honored to assist your cousin on her investigation.
Very well, then. You could start by indicating the precise location of your nasty village.
Of course, Your Highness. I should have thought of that sooner. Allow me to mark the location on your map, my daughter.
Thank you. Have no fear, Constatin. I will take care of all matters at hand.
Anything else?
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I am certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them. About a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Norts?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands, and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she can tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
Ask him about his health.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constatin.
Look out for yourself.
I could be wrong. I kind of hope that I am. But I don't believe him seeming unwell as a coincidence. You know, I don't believe that. I also don't believe that any of the natives are worshipping a demon. But we'll find out how this game handles that. Oh, we progressed enough to finally get back at this. So that is what we're going to do when we come back. Because Haeva takes care of her friends first. But also, there's a nice little thing that I noticed about good old Kurt. Good old upskirt Kurt. Look what we get when he's finally friendly towards Haeva. A craftsmanship bonus. And then off screen, I will be breaking stuff down, and when you come back, hopefully everyone will be decked out at level 3 upgrades. So that's my plan, and I'm hoping that's coming up soon. I appreciate you all being a part of this, playing this here game with me. I hope you're enjoying the adventures of Haeva. But we're going to call it for now, and until next time, please take care.